Hello students, welcome to Narayanpur College online classes. So I think in the last episode we completed P block elements objectives. So in this today's episode we will start one more new lesson from the physical chemistry, that is in the part 1 we have electrochemistry only. So electrochemistry mainly deals with the energy transformations, or we can say energy conversions only. Here the electrical energy will be converted into chemical energy, or the chemical energy can be converted into what electrical energy only. So you know the production of electricity, we have different types of the methods are there. We can produce the electricity from what from we can say from the boilers, that we can say in the form of, suppose if you want burn the coal, you will get the energy that you can that energy will be converted into what electrical energy only. In the same way we will get the electrical energy in the by the production of which one, hydel plants only. If you see the hydel plants and all, hydel plants, they will pass this water into the turbines will rotate, they will produce or they will generate the energy only. So we have different methods of the preparations of production of the electricity is there, but in that we can say which is efficient means which produces less amount of the pollution only. Generally these are the general methods we are talking about the what you can say talking about the production of the electricity only. So in this chapter mainly we have to discuss with the energy conversions, how the electrical energy will be converted into chemical energy, or how the chemical energy will be converted into electrical energy only. So we are using the watches and wall clocks and all. So in that we are using the batteries only. The small batteries are there. So what is the process involved means those are comes under we can say electrochemical cells only. That electrochemical cell, what will happen here, chemical energy will be converted into electrical energy. So batteries are there in that what the cells we are calling, that we are calling as a electrochemical cell only. In that cell chemical energy is converted into electrical energy only. And one more is also there, we have electrolytic cells only. Electrolytic cell, by using electrical energy we can carry out the chemical reaction only. Okay, that purpose we have to use some of the cell only, that we are calling as a electrolytic cell only. Electrolytic cell, by using electrical energy we can carry out the chemical reaction, okay, in which cell means electrolytic cell only. By using chemical energy we can convert the chemical energy will be converted into electrical energy, that we are calling as electrochemical cells only. So in this electrochemistry we have to discuss regarding about what is electrolytic cell and what is electrochemical cell only. Okay, before that electrochemical cell and electrolytic cell we have to know about the conductors. So generally what are conductors? The substance which allows electricity through them is called as a conductors only. All the metals cannot have a capacity to conduct electricity. Those which are accepting the electricity through them, they are called as conductors. Those which are not accepting electricity through them, they are called as non-conductors only. Again conductors can be classified into different ways only, that is metallic conductors and electrolytic conductor. Metallic conductors also we can call it as electronic conductors only. Electronic conductors or the metallic conductors, or we can say electrolytic conductors only. So this is regarding about introduction to what electrochemistry only. So this electrochemistry is very important topic only. So it is some of the relation with the redox reactions in the first year only. So maximum we are using redox reactions in this electrochemistry only. So for the board exam generally it carries how many marks means it carries 8 marks only. One mark question and a 2 marks question, and one of the 5 marks question we are getting only. So we have to start electrochemistry. So regarding about this is the introduction only. Okay, so just you can see electrochemistry mainly I told only. Electrochemistry, okay, mainly electrochemistry. Here I already told you two process will be takes place. What is that one? Electrical energy converted into chemical energy. Electrical energy is converted into chemical energy, and one more here, chemical energy converted into electrical energy. Chemical energy converted into what electrical energy. So if the electrical energy converted into chemical energy, we are calling as electrolytic cell only. electrolytic cell. So what are the cell we are calling? This is called as a electrochemical cell. Now we have two types of the cells are there. One is electrolytic cell and one is what electrochemical cell. On already told you here, in electrolytic cell, electrical energy is converted into chemical energy, means by using chemical energy we can carry out the chemical reaction only. In electrochemical cell, by using chemical energy we have to produce the electricity only. That is the process will takes place in what electrolytic cell and what electrochemical cell only. Okay, so mainly this is the dealings we can discuss observed in case of this electrochemistry only. So generally what is this one? It is the study of production of electricity from energy released during spontaneous process. Energy released during spontaneous process or spontaneous chemical reactions. Spontaneous chemical reactions and the use of electrical energy electrical energy to bring about the non-spontaneous chemical reactions. To bring about non-spontaneous non-spontaneous chemical reactions, or you can say chemical transformations only. So this is mainly the study of electrochemistry only. Clear? It is study of the production of which one electricity from the energy released during what process? Spontaneous process or spontaneous chemical reactions, and the use of chemical energy to bring about the non-spontaneous chemical reactions. So okay, this is mainly the study of which one electrochemistry only. Okay, if you want to know about this electrochemistry in detail, we have to know first conductors. We have to know what are the definition of this conductors. So already told you in the definition what are the conductors. The substance which allows electricity through them, these are called as what you can say conductors only. The substance which allows the passage of electric current. The substance which allows passage of electricity through them. The substance which allows the pass of electricity through them are called as what conductors only. So we can take what are the example for conductors? Means we can take the metals, we can take the strong acids, strong bases, salts. We can take those are example for what conductors only. So what are here non-conductors? So we'll take here metals, and you can take acids and bases and salts. You can take all. So what are the non-conductor? Mean the substance which does not allows the passage of electricity through them. The substance which does not allows the passage of electricity through them. Are called as what non-conductors only. So what are the example for the non-conductors only? So what are the example for the non-conductors? We can take the wood. We can take wood is a non-conductor only, and ceramic you can take here, and we can take this one wood, ceramic, wax, and etc. only. So these are example for what ma non-conductors only. They does not allow the electricity through them. Those are called as what ma non-conductors only. Now the next concept is here. Conductors again classified into what ma two types only. Those are what electronic conductors and electrolytic conductors only. We'll discuss that one. Next one we have conductors again classified into two types only. One is electronic conductor, or you can say metallic conductor also, or one more we have electrolytic conductors only. So let us will discuss regarding about here electronic conductors or metallic conductors only. Electronic conductors, or you can say metallic conductors. Okay. So in the name itself you are there already metals are there only. So generally we want to supply the electricity through the metals. When the metals can allow the electricity through them, yes, metals can act as the good conductors of heat and electricity only. So here the flow of current is due to what ma electrons only, or the movement of electrons will be takes place from metal from one end to the another end only. Generally what are the metals, best metal they will act as the conductors, means good conductors. We can take copper, you can take iron, you can take silver, you can take, and tin you are taking. So these are example for what? These are example for the metallic conductors only. So let us see the first point here. Electrons are the carriers of the current only. So I'll write the first point here. Electrons are the carriers of the current only, because the current flow takes place from one end to the another end of the metal is due to what ma flow of electrons only. So what are the main point here? Electrons are the carriers of which one ma current, particularly in which case metallic conductors only. So here conduct electricity in molten or solid state only. Molten or what ma solid state only. If you take the iron metal, or if you take the silver metal, or you can take the copper metal, so they will take in the form of which one? Molten or what here? Solid state only. They will allows the electricity through them only, because the transfer of or the movement of electron takes place from one end to the another end only. So conduct electricity in what ma both molten and solid state only. So here no chemical change, no chemical reaction, or you can say no chemical change, no chemical change during conduction only. No chemical change during the conduction only. So means what here? If you want to take iron metal, or you can take the copper metal, this is the copper metal rod only, you can take this is the copper rod only. We are passing electricity through this copper metal. Then what happen here? Electron movement takes place from one end of the metal to the another end of the metal only. So here what happened? There is no chemical change. Means copper metal cannot undergo any chemical reaction only. Okay, so it can act as a conductor, but in this case what happened? It does not undergo any chemical reaction. It allows the flow of electrons through them only. So that is regarding about what ma there is no chemical change during what ma conduction only. And one more point I'll write here. Conduction decreases. Conduction is decreases with increase in temperature only. Increase in what ma temperature only. Very important point here. Conduction is decreases with increasing what ma temperature only. Whenever you can increase the temperature of the metal, generally metals are having what ma metals are having the particles in the metals are very close to each other. There is no gap only. You want to supply, you want to heat the metal compound, then what happen here? The metal atom will undergo vibration only. The metal atom undergo what ma vibration only. So generally conduction mainly depends on what here? Free movement only. Free movement of the electrons here. Here the metal atoms are very close to each other. Whenever the metal atoms are very close to each other, there is no free movement only. Okay, there is no free movement of electrons only. When the free movement of electrons not happened, then what happened ma? Conduction is decreases with increased temperature. Suppose the free movement of ions are there. If the free movement of ions or the free movement of electrons are there, in this case what happened ma, conduction increases with increasing what, temperature only. But in case of metallic conductors, what I told, the conduction is decreases with increasing what, temperature only, because there is no free movement of the electron, because the metal atoms, the particles are very close to each other. There is no gap or there is no space to move the electron from one particular atom to the another particular atom only. That's the reason what happened ma, conduction is what, decreases only. So this is regarding about the other point in case of what ma, electronic conductors are what, metallic conductors only. Okay, so this is the next point in this electronic conductors are what ma, metallic conductors only. So generally what are the example for this one? So example you can take this one, metals, metal alloys. Metal and metal alloys are the example for which one ma, metallic conductors are what, electronic conductors only. But here also some exception is there. Some of the non-metals can act as, okay, conductors only. So generally non-metals are the poor non-conductors of heat and electricity only, but some of the non-metals can act as what ma, conductors only. Those we are taking what ma, graphite you can take, and you can take here carbon black powder, and some here organic polymers. Organic polymers only. Some of the organic polymers can act as what ma, some of the organic polymers can act as what, conductors of heat and what ma, electricity only. So these are the main example and exception for which one ma, electronic conductors are what, metallic conductors only. So where it depends on, so generally electronic conductors or metallic conductors depends on, I'll write here metallic conductors, metallic or electronic conductors depends on. So where it depends on means here you will take the first one here, nature of the metal, and the second point, number of valence electrons on the metal. Number of valence electrons, number of valence electrons of the metal only. And one more point is there, that is mainly it depends on what ma, temperature also. So already you know here, when temperature increases what, conduction is what, decreases one. Temperature increases, conduction is what ma, decreases one. Means what here, if the metals can lose electrons easily, suppose they having only one electron in the outermost shell, they can lose electron easily. If the metal having some of 3 or 4 like that electrons in the valence shell, so it will take some more amount of energy to lose the electrons only. So that is mainly you can say the nature of the metal. Strong metals are there, some of the poor conductors also there. If we take the good conductors, we can easily carry out these metallic conductors only. So this is regarding about the factors or which affecting metallic conduction, nature of the metal, number of valence electrons of the metal, and one more what ma, temperature only. Temperature increase, conduction is what, decreases only. So this is regarding about what, electronic conductors are what, metallic conductors only. See the next one we have electrolytic conductors only ma. So in this electrolytic conductor we can take one electrolyte only. So what is electrolyte means, it is like a conductor only. The substance which allows the electricity through them are called as electrolyte only. Here electrolyte we have different classifications are there, we will discuss that one. Strong electrolyte, weak electrolyte, non-electrolyte is there. In this case of this electrolytic conductor, generally what we are taking means we have to take some of, I will take some NaCl solution in the beaker. Here water is there, what solution I am taking here, NaCl solution I am taking only. Here NaCl solution you are taking, Na plus and Cl minus is there. So just we have to kept some of the metal rods only, they can act as a electrodes only. Those are connected with the battery only. Clear? So generally if you are taking the NaCl solution, this NaCl solution dissociate into water, Na plus and what ma? Cl minus ions only. So here ions can be freely moved to the solution because of we have passed the electricity to this solution, that ions will be dissociated into consistent elements on that consistent ions, Na plus and what ma? Cl minus ions only. Then what happened here? Here the electron can be freely moved to the solution because here what is the process we can observe? This happened in case of which one ma? Electrolytic cell only. So main point you can write here, ions are the carriers of the current only. So which will carry the current here? Ions are the carriers of which one ma? Current only. I will write the first point here. In this electrolytic cell, ions are the carriers of current only. In case of electrolytic electronic conductors, electrons are the carriers of the current only. So we can write the one more point here. Conduct electricity in aqueous state, and we can take one more here, molten state only. Aqueous state and what ma? Molten state only. So aqueous, or you can take the solution state also. So they will conduct electricity in what ma? Aqueous or what? Molten state only. Okay. And see the next point we have, chemical reaction, chemical change takes place during the reaction only. Chemical change takes place during the reaction only. Chemical change takes place what ma? During the reaction. I will explain how the chemical reaction can be takes place during this electrolytic cell only. And one more point I will write here, conduction increases. Conduction increases with increase in temperature only. Conduction increases with increasing what ma? Temperature only. Okay, let us see the point. First point what I wrote ma? So ions are the carriers of the current. I already told you that electrolyte can be dissociated into ions. These ions, okay, will proceed what here? They will carriers of the current only. One more, conduct electricity in what ma? Aqueous and molten state. Whenever this NaCl can be dissolved in water, it will dissociate into Na plus and Cl minus ions only. Molten state you are taking. Okay, molten state also they can act as a conductors of electricity, but we can take the solid state, it does not conduct electricity, okay, because there is no free movement of ion. If we take NaCl crystal like this, you know NaCl crystal, the particles are very close to each other. There is no dissociation of Na plus and what? Cl minus only. In case of solid state, it does not act as a conductor of electricity, but we can take the aqueous state. If you take the aqueous state here, Na plus and Cl minus ions are there. Na plus and Cl minus ions, they are easily dissociated in the aqueous solution only. So they can act as a, or they can produce the, they can act as what ma? Carriers of the current only. And one more point here, chemical reaction takes place during the reaction. If you want to do the carried out this reaction, that NaCl dissociate into Na plus and what ma? Cl minus ions only. I will write here Na plus, okay, gain one electron. What metal is deposited means here? Sodium is metal is deposited here. So Cl minus is converted into what ma? Cl2, suppose I am writing here, or you can write half Cl2 by loss of one electron. What will happen here? Here chlorine gas is liberated, here what is there? Sodium metal is deposited only. But in this reaction what happened ma? Chemical reaction takes place. How the chemical reaction takes place? That NaCl is converted into what ma? Na plus what here? Cl2. That NaCl dissociate into sodium metal and what? Chlorine gas is liberated. So this is what here? Chemical reaction takes place. So what happen here? Chemical change takes place during what ma? Chemical reaction only. And one more point here, conduction is increased with increase the temperature only. Conduction increases with increase the temperature. How we can say? Whenever you can add the water, I already told you that NaCl ions will dissociate into Na plus and what ma? Cl minus ions only. You see here, okay, whenever the ions are there, that what ions are there? Na plus and Cl minus ions, they are some distance, they are far away from each other only. If they are very close to each other, there is no free movement. If they are far away from each other, then what happens? The ions can be spread throughout the solution only. If the ions can be spread throughout the solution, then what happened? Conduction increases only. Okay, conduction increases, then what happened? The temperature increase. What here? Conduction is what here? Increases only. Very important point here. Why the conduction is increased? With increase the temperature, we can heat the solution, or we can increase the temperature of that electrolytic cell. The dissociation of ions will be takes place. When the dissociation of ions will be takes place, the ions can be moved throughout the solution. Thereby, what happened? Conduction is what? Increases only. We will discuss again how the conduction increase with the dilution or decrease with the dilution. Will discuss. Clear? So this is regarding about which one? Electrolytic conductors only. The first point, ions are the carriers of the current. Metallic conductors, electrons are the carriers of the current. Conduct electricity in aqueous and molten state. There, conduct electricity in what? Solid and what? Molten state only. Here, chemical change takes place during the reaction. In that, there is no chemical reaction takes place during the reaction only. And one more point here, conduction is increased with increasing the temperature. In that, conduction is decreased with decreasing what? Increase in temperature only. So, just you can make it one table, you will get the clarity. What are the differences between what? Metallic conductors and what? Electrolytic conductors only. Okay, now we can see electrolytic conductor mainly depends on electrolytic conductors depends on the first point we have nature of electrolyte, and the second one we have concentration of electrolyte, nature of electrolyte and what? Concentration of the electrolyte. And third one we have size of ions only. And one more you can write here what? Temperature only. Temperature. So these are the main factors only. So mainly depends on what? Nature of electrolyte and concentration of the electrolyte, size of ions, and one more what? Temperature only. So these are the main factors in which electrolytic conduction what? Depends on only. So once again here, nature of electrolyte, concentration of the electrolyte, size of ions produced and their solution, temperature, and the nature of the solute and what? Viscosity only. So these are the generally solute means we can say polar solutes are there. Polar solutes generally is there, the conductance is increases only. More the viscosity, conductance will be what? Decreases only. Come to the temperature, you know temperature increases, okay, and what here? Conduction is what? Increases only. And size of ions produced and their solution only. And one more we have concentration of the electrolyte, and one more we have what? Nature of the electrolyte. Nature of electrolyte, you know two types are there. One is strong electrolyte and what? One is weak electrolyte. One will discuss. Okay, the next concept and all. So this is regarding about electrolytic conductors depends on. Just you can make it one table to write the differences between what? Electronic conductors and what? Electrolytic conductors only. So the next one we have electrolyte only. So what is electrolyte means? The substance which conduct electricity either in molten or aqueous state is called as what? Electrolyte only. I'll write the definition here. The substance which allows electricity or which conduct electricity in aqueous and molten state. Aqueous and what? Molten state. Those we are calling as what? Electrolytes only. So we will take the acids, you will take acids and bases, salts you are taking, acids, bases and what? Salts you are taking. So if we take acids, generally we can take here HCl, H2SO4, HNO3, and the bases like you can write here NaOH, KOH, and you can take MgOH twice. If you take the salts here, we will take NaCl, KCl, etc. So generally these can act as what? They can act as a conductors only. So generally conductors again classified into different categories only. One of the strong electrolytes and one of the electrolytes, strong electrolytes, weak electrolytes, and one more we have non-electrolyte also there. Okay, the first one I am taking here strong electrolytes only. what strong electrolytes only. So what are we have strong electrolytes only? So electrolyte which undergo complete dissociation only. So I will write here electrolytes which undergo complete dissociation only. Complete dissociation. So they are called as what electrolytes only. We will take the strong acids and strong bases. We can take the salts also. Suppose I am taking strong acid example, I am taking HCl. Okay, HCl can be dissociated into H plus and what Cl minus only. If we take H2SO4, that will be dissociated H plus and what HSO4 minus only. Like that you can take any acid, or if we take the base here, so you can write, suppose I am taking here NaOH dissociate into Na plus and what OH minus only. They will produce the OH minus. They will undergo complete dissociation. Those we are calling as what strong electrolytes only. And one more second one, we have weak electrolytes only. Weak electrolytes only. So the electrolytes which undergo partial dissociation only. Electrolytes which undergo partial dissociation. Okay, partial dissociation, or we can say ionization. Are called weak electrolytes only. Are called what weak electrolytes only. They are not undergo complete ionization or dissociation only. So examples we are taking what weak acids. Weak acids you are taking what weak bases. And the salt is composed of both weak acid and what weak base also you can take. Let us take example. I am taking here acetic acid CH3COOH, and I am taking here ammonium hydroxide, and I will take here ammonium acetate also, CH3CONH4 only. These are example for what weak electrolytes only. How they will undergo? They will undergo partial dissociation. The CH3COOH partially dissociate into CH3COO minus and what H plus only. So in like this what happened? Like this we have partial dissociation takes place only. These are example for what weak electrolytes only. Clear? See the next we have electrolysis only. So what is meant by electrolysis means the phenomena in which electrolyte is decomposed into its consistent ions or the products by passage of electricity only. Means if you want to carry out the electrolysis, okay, then what will happen? The electrolyte can be split or dissociated into its consistent ions or different type of the products formed in the reaction. That is called as what electrolysis only. The cell which is used for to carry out the electrolysis process we are calling as electrolytic cell only. What is electrolytic cell? The cell in which electrolyte can be dissociated into its consistent ions or products by passage of electricity is called as what electrolysis only. The device which is used for this purpose we are calling as what electrolytic cell only. So we'll write this one electrolysis. The phenomena in which electrolyte is decomposed into its consistent ions or consistent elements, or you can say consistent elements or what ions or products by passage of electricity. By passage of which one electricity, or you can say or usage of electrical energy one, or usage of electrical energy. So this we are calling as what ma? Electrolysis only. The phenomena in which electrolyte can be decomposed to consistent ions or elements are the products by passage of electricity or the usage of which one? Electrical energy. We are calling as what ma? Electrolysis only. And one more point I told you what ma? The cell used for this purpose. The cell which is used for this purpose is known as electrolytic cell. Is known as what ma? Electrolytic cell. Means where we are carried out the electrolysis ma? Electrolysis can be carried out in what? Electrolytic cell only. Okay. So we have to know what is this electrolytic cell only. Okay. So what is here electrolytic cell ma? The cell in which electrical energy is converted into what ma? Chemical energy. The cell in which electrical energy is converted into what ma? Electrical energy is converted into what? Chemical energy. Electrical energy is converted into what? Chemical energy. This is regarding about which one ma? Electrolytic cell. Okay. So generally this is the first point can be observed in case of what ma? Electrolytic cell only. The cell in which electrical energy converted into what ma? Chemical energy only. So this is a non-spontaneous process only. What the process will takes place here? Non-spontaneous only. So we can see the non-spontaneous process here. Delta Z always what ma? Greater than 0. Already we discussed this one in the thermodynamics chapter only. Spontaneous process and non-spontaneous process. So delta is 0. And in this case what happened means here the process we can say irreversible will be takes place only. Means what here? If you want to carry out the electrolysis in electrolytic cell, the process is what? Irreversible only. Once the reaction is completed, it cannot be again converted back only. So this is irreversible reaction only. So generally in this electrolytic cell, these are the main process only. In electrolytic cell, electrical energy converted into chemical energy. In this non-spontaneous process, here delta Z greater than 0. Here what happened ma? Here the process is what here? Irreversible only. So here we can use what ma? In this electrolytic cell, we are using what ma? Cathode we are using. And one more what we are using ma? We can use this anode only. So they can use in the form of some metal electrodes only. And we can use what ma? Battery also. So these are the main parts we can observe in case of which one ma? Cathode and anode in this electrolytic cell only. So generally cathode means what here? It is a negative only. Anode is what ma? Positive terminal only. So generally this electrolytic cell what you are taking ma? We can use the electrodes also. So generally what electrodes we are using means we are using metal electrodes we are using only. So this is regarding about electrolytic cell consists of this non-spontaneous process, delta Z greater than 0. The process is what? Irreversible. It contains cathode with the negative terminal, it contains anode with the positive terminal, and it is also having what ma? Battery. And what we are using? We are using electrodes also to in this electrolytic cell only. So we will discuss next regarding about how the construction of electrolytic cell. What requires? It requires anode, it requires cathode, and it requires battery, and it requires what ma? Metal electrodes also. See this is the construction of electrolytic cell we have. This electrolytic cell only. So here you can see this electrolytic cell consists of an electrolyte only. What are the electrolyte I am taking here? An NaCl solution I am taking as electrolyte only. So this is the electrolyte solution. You can see anode is a positive terminal, cathode is what ma? Negative terminal only. So both are connected through a battery only. So battery, the large line can say the positive terminal only attached to anode, and the negative terminal attached to what ma? Cathode only. So these are what? These are the metal rods only. They can access what ma? Electrodes only. They can access what here? Electrolytes. So in this what solution I am taking here? NaCl electrolyte solution I am taking here. So in this solution, Na plus and NaCl ions can be dissociated into what ma? Na plus and what ma? Cl minus ions only. So this electrolytic solution, NaCl dissociated into what ma? Na plus and what ma? Cl minus ions only. So generally Na plus means positive charge only. So what we are calling? We are calling as a cations only. Cl minus we are calling as a anions only. Cl minus we are calling as what? Anions only. So if you want to pass the electricity by using the battery, then what happened? So the battery, then electricity will enter to this the electrolytic solution. Then the dissociation of ions will be takes place. That ions is there what here? Na plus and what? Cl minus ions only. Na plus we are calling as a cation. Cl minus we are calling as a anion only. During electrolysis, the cations are moved towards which one? Cathode only, because it is a negatively charged terminal only. You know, same the charges are there, they repel with each other only. Opposite charges are attract with each other. So here, what is the cation? Cation having a positive charge, it move towards what? Cathode only. Okay, if we take anion, Cl minus is there. Cl minus ion move towards what? Anode only, because it is what? It is a what? Positively charged pole only. So during electrolysis, cations are moved towards the cathode and anions are moved towards what? Anode only. I'll leave the point here. During electrolysis, cations moves towards cathode, which is having a positive terminal, and anions are moved towards what? Anode, which is having what? A negative terminal only. Okay, so here like this what happened? There is a dissociation of ions, or the separation of ion takes place towards the anode and what here? Towards the cathode. Now we can see this one. Here Na plus ions are there. This Na plus ions are moved towards which one? Cathode only. So whenever the Na plus ions are moved towards the cathode here, then what happened means here the sodium metal can be deposited only. What metal is deposited? Sodium metal is deposited, and the Cl minus here, Na plus ions are moved towards what here? Cathode only. Here what ions are there? Cl minus ions are there. The Cl minus ions are moved towards what? Anode only. Here what happened means the Cl2 gas is liberated only. So here the Cl2 gas, you can see in the form of bubbles I am writing only. So like this what happened? Here sodium metal is deposited. I am writing here sodium is deposited. Where it is deposited? It is deposited what? Cathode only. Here what I am writing here? Cl2 gas liberated. Where the Cl2 gas liberated? Cl2 gas liberated at what? Anode, and sodium metal deposited what? At what? Cathode only. Sodium metal deposited what? Cathode only. I will write the one point here. How I am writing here? In this electrolytic cell, what you are taking? NaCl only. This NaCl dissociated into what? Na plus and what? Cl minus only. Now this Na plus ions, what happened here? This Na plus ion gain one electron, then what happened? Sodium metal is deposited only. So this is a aqueous NaCl is there, this is aqueous Na plus, here sodium metal is what? Deposited only. So here you can see addition of electron, what are calling reduction you are taking on. So this is what? Reduction only. Where the reduction takes place in this case? Reduction takes place at what? Cathode only. Reduction takes place at what? Cathode. Now we can take what part? Anode part only. Here what is there here? Cl minus is there. Cl minus convert into half Cl2 by loss of one electron only. So loss of electron you are calling as what? Oxidation. What are calling? Oxidation. Reduction takes place at the cathode, oxidation takes place at the anode only. If you write the overall reaction only, what is the overall reaction takes place in this electrolytic cell? Suppose I am writing here NaCl gives rise to what I am writing here Na plus what? Half Cl2 only. This is the overall reaction takes place in what? Electrolytic cell only. Okay, so what we discussed, it is a chemical change. Why here? The electrolyte sodium chloride can be dissociated into sodium metal and what? Chlorine gas only. The sodium metal can be deposited to what? Cathode only. It undergo reduction, and the chlorine gas is liberated what? Anode only. It undergo what? Oxidation only. Who will lose the electron here? Chlorine lost the electron, chloride ion lost the electron, we will gain electron here, Na plus will gain the electron, and what metal is deposited? Sodium metal is deposited only. So this is the main process will be takes place in what here? Electrolytic cell only. So what metal deposited? Sodium. At what? Cathode. What gas liberated? Cl2 at what? Anode only. So this is regarding about construction of what here? Electrolytic cell only. And see one more point from this one. Electrons are leave from the electrolyte only, because here Cl minus they will present here, maybe that Cl minus ions lost electron. Okay, the electron leave from the electrolyte, they can move towards like this. They can move toward like this. They will enter into what? They will enter in toward what? Cathode only. So electrons are leave from the electrolyte at what? Anode, and electrons are enter into what? Towards what? Cathode only. Here we can write one point here. Flow of electrons takes place. Flow of electron takes place from anode to what? Cathode only. Flow of current takes place, that is opposite direction only. We will write what here? Cathode to what? Anode only. I will write one point here. So flow of electrons from which one here? We will say anode to cathode. Anode to what? Cathode only. Flow of current you will also write. Flow of current you can take here cathode to what? Anode only. Okay, we will see some of the reactions how we can take NaCl. We are already wrote the reaction with NaCl. If you take NaBr and you can take lead bromide, how the reaction will be takes place in what? Electrochemical cell only. So this is mainly regarding what? Electrolytic cell only. What do we discuss here? We discuss what are the reaction takes place in the cathode and the anode and the overall reaction. This is the main construction of which one? Electrolytic cell only. See some of the two reactions I wrote here, that is fused NaBr and fused lead bromide only. This fused NaBr, suppose you can say that NaBr dissociates into Na plus and Br minus. You can observe the reaction can be takes place in electrolytic cell only. That Na plus and Br minus same. Cathode what will happen? Na plus and gain one electron, sodium metal is deposited. At anode what gas liberated? Bromine gas is liberated only. Clear na? Now we can see one more, we have molten, you can take, this is the molten PbBr2 you can take. Molten lead bromide only. This PbBr2 can be dissociated to Pb plus 2 and 2Br minus, and this Pb plus 2 you can say this is what? Pb plus 2 gain 2 electrons convert into lead only at cathode, and at anode 2Br minus convert into Br2 plus what? 2 electrons only. So this is regarding about some of the examples you can take or you can observe in what? Electrolytic cell only. See the next concept, we have quantitative aspects of the electrolytic cell only. Quantitative aspects of the electrolytic cell only. So here we have to observe these quantitative aspects in two laws only. One is what means here, one is we have Faraday's first law, Faraday's first law, and one more we have Faraday's second law. Faraday's first law and what? Faraday's second law. So mainly this Faraday's first law is important for us in the board exam, or some of the objective questions mainly we are getting from this Faraday's first law only, and Faraday's second law sometimes we are getting, but the problems and are not asked in the board exam. It is important for what here? Both objective purpose on, that is Faraday's first law and what? Faraday's second law only. So before entering to this Faraday's laws, we have to identify charge of 1 mole of electron. You have to identify. I will write the first concept here. We can identify, we can measure the charge of 1 mole of electron. Charge of 1 mole of electron. So how can you identify the charge of 1 mole of electron? Means here we can multiply this charge of electron with the Avogadro number only. Avogadro number only. So how can you find it? I will write here. I will write here charge of 1 mole of electron is equal to charge of electron into Avogadro number. Charge of electron into what? Avogadro number only. You know already charge of electron, you know the fundamental properties, electron, proton, neutron value will study. You know the charge of electron, that is 1.602 into 10 power minus 19 coulombs only. 1.602 to what? 10 power minus 19 coulomb. What is the Avogadro number value? We have 6.022 into 10 power 23 only. 6.022 into what ma? 10 power 23. So we can write this one 1.602 into this, we will write here 6.022 into this is 23 is there and we have 19 is there. So 23 minus 19 how much ma? We have 23 is there here, what here? 19 we have, this is 13 suppose I am taking what here 4 only into 10 power 4 I am writing only. If you multiply this one you will get 96487 only. This we can write in the form of coulombs only. But in the practical purpose or the problematic purpose you are taking what? 96500 coulombs only. This is the value of which one? This is the value of charge of 1 mole of electron only, 96500, or we can say this value in the form of which one? 1 farad only. 1 farad value how much? 1 farad value you can say 96500 coulombs, or you can write 96487 only. So this is regarding about which one? Charge of 1 mole of electron. What you can say? Charge of electron into Avogadro number, you can multiply, you will get it. So it equals to how much here? 1 farad only. What is the value of 1 farad here? 1 farad value 96500 coulombs or 96487 only. So this is regarding about which one? Charge of 1 mole of electron. Very important value we are using in this Faraday's concepts only.